I want to tell you the difference between a Gadol and a Kattan. It was this Hasidic Rebbe that made a chasana. And you know the way it works by very, very Hasidic places. There were two halls, separate buildings, with a hallway in between the buildings, totally separate men and women. There's a family that's very close to this Rebbe, and he gives them a lot of chizuk. And even though he doesn't even open his eyes and look at women, this girl who struggled a lot came with her father, and he was very makarev. Even with his eyes closed, she respected him. And he gave her a lot of chizuk always. And he was just always very nice to her. He made a chasana. And this girl wanted to come to the chasana. So just imagine, the Rebbe is there, and there's a whole dais, the Rebbe's children, other Rebbes, other people, chashava people, 3-tier dais, and then all the chassidim, and all the paranches, and all the chassidim. And this girl comes into the men's section, walks in, wearing not just pants, worse than pants, and a tight top. Let's look at two responses. The Kattan, a man who's there, Shiksa, Arais, get out of here. Shiksa, labels her, merachik her, throws her out of there, get out of here. The Rebbe saw, he said, bring her here. Mazel tov, thank you so much for coming. It means so much to me that you came. Mamish appreciate it. I can't wait to meet Hashem. You're going to get married, and I'm going to come to your chasana. And he spoke to her, Malei ahava, Malei chizuk. He knew she's not dressed sneistic, so he closed his eyes, and it didn't have that nisayon. You can close your eyes, or if you don't look at any other tznius, don't look at this one either. Some people, they look at other things that are not tznius, but this all of a sudden they become frum. Let's understand the mentality. Everybody knows that the girl doesn't belong there. There's a rule, and the rule is for 99.99% of the people know that I respect you and I respect your rule. But when someone can't, because of their pain, or because they're in their own world and they don't chap, or because they're rebellious and they need to be saved, for that person breaking that blatant rule, the Gadol sees an opportunity. Come here. They're not going to change. The other women aren't going to say, oh, we now go mixed swimming. No, everybody knows this is an exception. It's an exception to the rule, and it's an exceptional exception to the rule. Hatzadik hagadol b'yoser yachol lehoiv harosha hagadol b'yoser. In the name of the Baal Shem Tov. The bigger the tzidkus, the bigger the level, the holier, the higher the tzaddik can love the worse behavior. Some people, in the name of Torah, in the name of Hashem, the merachik, and Hashem is saying, please don't do that. You could do a lot of averis, but this aver is so much worse because it's in the name of Hashem, and Hashem is saying, no, I want you to love, shower your love on those who are struggling. Be mekarev them, like the Baal Shem Tov said to do, like the Chazon Ish said to do, like so many Gedolim. Like the Zohar HaKadosh says, the schar and the chiyuv and the responsibility, like Aaron HaKohen, oyiv shalom, roidiv shalom. You don't want to do the right thing. Say, I am going to do an avera now and be merachik, a Yiddish kind, because I have anger management problems, or I have my pain, and I have my frustration, and I have my kanois. Okay, you speak in your own name, but they do it in the name of Hashem, in the name of Torah. I'm so frum, shiksa, Goite, Gairoisendu, you can't come into my house. You Balei Gaiva, Rishus. It's not the Derech HaTorah to be merachik. I asked Maran, the Rosh Hashiva, Reb Gershon Edelstein Shlita, Gadol Adar, Reshiva Panavish, Me'atzas Kedei HaTorah. I asked him if you could behave that way. He said, Chas v'shalom, Chas v'shalom. It's merachik. When you do that and you merachik a Yiddish kind, regardless of why you're making this mistake, the fact is Richa causes them to sin more. That's a fact. And when they sin more because of your actions, you are over lifnei iver leisitin mechshal. So who's off the derech now? You are over a lav in front of other people sometimes. Openly, over a lav in the Torah. What about that? What about kasses, ki'ilu over avodah zara, lashon hara, rechilus? So many averos, the Yitzhahara is laughing, he loves it. And in the name of Hashem, in the name of your Yiddishkeit, in the name of your Frumkeit, he gets you to sin in such a terrible sin. Raise yourself up. Act like the Gedolim. Always mekarev, mekarev, mekarev. If you're in a matziv where you think the Torah doesn't let, speak to your das Torah. Speak to your Gadol, to your Rebbe, to your Sheshiv, and say, what should I do? You'll be surprised. All the Zakenim over 90 get it. They reach a level of tzidkus and holiness. And they see the bigger picture. It's the young ones. You have to throw them out and you can't do that. Young Rabbanim. Young. I once had a problem that there was a young Rav that was against me. And his Das Torah was Reb Shmuel Kamenetsky Shlita. It was my Rosh Hashiva. It was my Das Torah. I called him up and he tells me, Avi, you're giving the younger Rabbanim something to tumble about. The younger Rabbanim, they have hot-blooded sometimes. Many of them are good, and many of them are even better because they're understanding of the Dar. And some of them, kanois, they love one parsha. One parsha, they love that Pinchas, that he killed somebody, and he walked, ooh, that's what they want to be, Pinchas. You want to be Pinchas? Be Pinchas. Don't do it in the name of Hashem. Pinchas didn't make a move. He asked, he saw, he was Pinchas, he was a tzaddik, he was L'Shem Shemayim. You're Pinchas. You're a small person. A tzaddik hagadol b'yoser. The greater the tzaddik yochel lehoiv harasha hagadol b'yoser. And if you can't love and tolerate a sinner, it's time for you to become a bigger gadol.